Viewer discretion is advised.
Bartholomeus clutched a rope and swung from the forward mast to the main. Swords slashed at him and arrows flew by his side. None hit him as he landed gallantly and drew out his axe from his back.
You scums! You will rue the day you cross swords with me!
Suddenly, a voice boomed from the sky above.
Bartholomeus! Bartholomeus! Wake up! You must wake up! You've been in here for too long! Your family is waiting for you in the real world!
Storm clouds gathered above as the voice angered Bartholomeus. Then, a colossal sea serpent emerged from the depths and towered over him.
No! Your trickery won't work on me. I am a true hero. This is my world. My world! I will not give it up so easily!
The serpent devoured the brave hero, ship and all.
I'm sorry. This is for your own good.
Suddenly, a cut formed across the serpent's body. With another swing of his axe, Bartholomeus burst forth as he cleaved the mighty creature in half. The blood-soaked man landed on a piece of floating wreck wood. He pointed his axe at the sky, full of wrath.
No, I won't go back. Please stop this madness! People miss you, Doctor! You must wake up! This world is everything to me. I will not return to a life that means nothing! Here, I am a shaper of worlds, a hero, a legend. I am the chosen one! You leave me no choice, Doctor. As the bookkeeper, I must do this. I am sorry.
Storm clouds gathered once more. Then thunderbolt struck down the would-be hero, disintegrating him in an instant. Next thing he knew, Bartholomeus was back in the familiar coldness of the lab.
Where am I?
Dr. Bartholomeus, he's up!
No. I have to go back. Please, let me go back to my world. No!
Hello, everybody. I'm TheRubber. Today, we bring you SCP Foundation SAFE Class Object, SCP-1230. SCP-1230, also known as A Hero is Born, is a green hardcover book with no title. However, when opened, the title A Hero is Born appears in gold lettering, an elegant font, while the rest of the pages remain blank. Closing the book will reset it. While no perceivable effects occur during the initial contact, it is when the reader falls asleep that the adventure truly begins. Upon falling asleep, the dreamer will dream of a fantasy world where they are the protagonist summoned to a troubled land. The greater the imagination of the dreamer, the more fantastical their dream world becomes. SCP-1230-1, or the Bookkeeper, is an entity within the pages. It adopts the role of a wise old man who helps the protagonist along their journey. Often dressed in a green cloak, it claims to be the personification of SCP-1230 itself. 1230-1 is reported to be friendly and helpful towards dreamers. It claims to enjoy shaping these fantasies into the dreamer's desired adventure in order for them to have the most fun. When the dream ends, it always asks the dreamer to,
"Please, visit again soon."
SCP-1230 was discovered in a small bookstore in an undisclosed location. It would not take long for news of the magical book to go viral. Once the Foundation caught wind of the anomaly's existence, they swiftly set out to retrieve it. Through the Foundation's efforts, the story was successfully dismissed as a hoax. 1230 was confiscated, and the store owner was convinced to forget about the book's existence. The book was taken to a secure site, where a series of tests were conducted using D-Class personnel. After much assurance, a D-Class was instructed to first enter the dream, then find a way to end the dream immediately. The last thing he remembered before waking up was standing atop a volcano summit called the Ashen Spire, during his quest in search of Caladius, the Blessed Blade. The D-Class accidentally slipped and fell into the volcano. And just before the boiling lava turned him into grilled meat, he woke up with a gasp, drenched in sweat. Despite Foundation medics giving him the all clear, the D-Class reported feeling burnt for some time after regaining consciousness. Additionally, the dream lasted only 45 seconds, yet he spoke as if he had lived there for a lifetime. In another test, a D-class was instructed to non-fatally injure herself in her dream.
You're right, Chosen One. You keep falling face first onto the floor.
After 6 hours, the D-class awoke, embarrassed with a sense of numbed pain. She reported the pain to be bearable, and that she only woke up after an annoyed green-cloaked figure asked her to leave.
I better stop this before you fall face first into a volcano, like the other one did.
Dr. Bartholomeus, being a huge role-playing game fan and fantasy book enthusiast, asked if he could participate in the experiment. His request was approved. Bartholomeus sat back as Dr. Francis monitored his vitals.
All right, you ready?
Oh, I was born ready. You have no idea how long I've been waiting for this.
Administering sedative now.
The excited test subject soon fell into deep slumber. However, after 15 hours of uninterrupted sleep, an additional medical team was alerted.
Bartholomeus, wake up! Come on, wake up!
Dr. Francis and his team worked tirelessly to bring their coworker back to the waking world. After another 24 hours, Bartholomeus finally opened his eyes.
Bring me back!
Hold him down! Administer more sedative, quick!
Months passed. The once distinguished doctor never left his apartment, for he saw the world outside as fake. Bartholomeus obsessively appealed to Foundation higher-ups to allow him to revisit the book, only to be rejected each and every time. He longed to hold his axe in his hands and slay a mighty dragon. Suddenly, Bartholomeus had an epiphany. His life in the Foundation was anything but ordinary. They even have an evil dragon conveniently poised to destroy the world.
And only I can stop it.
The doctor smiled as he hatched a plan to fulfill his fantasy once more. One final adventure. The next day, Bartholomeus arrived at his workplace, wielding an impressive axe which he had forged on his own. A security guard tried to prevent passage through the checkpoint, but was struck down mercilessly by the mad doctor.
Foul collaborator, you will not stop me from bringing your overlord to justice.
More guards tried to stop Bartholomeus, but he was undeterred.
Come, I shall strike you all down. I am the Chosen One!
Fueled with adrenaline, he plowed through the mobs like a barbarian going berserk, leaving behind a trail of blood. Eventually, he made his way to SCP-682's containment cell. Bartholomeus brandished his axe against the evil dragon and challenged it to mortal combat.
I stand before you a warrior, a chosen champion by the gods! I shall free this land from your beastly ways. Your reign of terror is over!
Bartholomeus charged heroically at 682, channeling everything he had into his axe in a mighty hurrah, only to be simply crushed to death by the Overlord's mighty jaw. So ends the tale of the mad Bartholomeus. After Bartholomeus' demise, all of 1230's pages were reported to be soaking wet, with the same message on every page.
I am so sorry. I never intended for this to happen. I just wanted to make people happy.
In order to communicate with the bookkeeper, Dr. Francis placed a note within 1230 and went to sleep. When Dr. Francis entered his dream, he saw the bookkeeper sobbing under a streetlight.
Bookkeeper? Where are we?
I couldn't think of any landscape.
What happened that day? We have to know your side of the story.
He had such an active imagination. I created a vast universe for him, but it wasn't enough. I couldn't keep up with him. So I resorted to manipulating his dreams to force him awake. I even inserted streetlights at random spots or replaced horse carriages with modern automobiles. Even then, he refused to wake up.
How long was his adventure?
2 100 years. This is all my fault.
You did your best to give him his world, but as sweet as dreams may be, we all must wake up. It's not your fault.
Dr. Francis held the bookkeeper for a while. When Dr. Francis awoke, the book was good as new, with its title proudly displayed. He understood it as the bookkeeper's way of showing gratitude. Currently, SCP-1230 is kept in a secure storage locker behind the desk of Site-12's main library. Access is only granted to personnel in healthy mental state approved by psychiatric staff. All personnel accessing 1230 must submit written accounts of their dreams within 48 hours of use, then submit themselves to further psychiatric evaluation. We hope you enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to click like, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell. Have a favorite SCP you want to see on this channel? Leave us your suggestions in the comments down below. In the meantime, if you'd like to see more SCP content, then check out some of our other videos right here. As always, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in our next video. Bye-bye!